Hi, my name is Yelena and welcome to my channel Swimming and Living. Today we will talk a little bit about swimming. We talked about goggles, we talked about nose plugs, and now it's time to talk about swim caps. And today I would like to talk about three types of swim caps. The silicone cap is probably the most durable out of the three. Right now I have these different ones. So a smaller ones, this is a youth cap, and there's this one with, this cap is for long hair. You see it has a little bit extra space for long hair. I have a little bit smaller one for little kids, which is very nice. And I have a very interesting one here that has these things here, but so I will review this too. So let's first figure out how to put them on. The people who make the caps, they suggest to put them on this way, and they teach people to do it this way, to open it up and to put it on from the top. I personally hate doing this because it just is so annoying because, oh my gosh, there's no control here pretty much. And when you put the cap this way, you have to then get all of this hair out and inside the cap in order to get it out of the way. So there's just so much extra work and it is so annoying. I mean, it's possible to do it this way, but I really hate it. This is how I like doing this. Ugh. My hair is back. Okay, so first things first. If you want your hair, now I have to fix my hair, look at that. It's not as pretty. Okay, much better. If you want to keep your hair dry, then put your swim cap on dry hair, of course. If you do not care about dryness, then I would suggest for you to wet your hair and pull it back to make sure that it's not on the way, and also in order for your hair not to be staticky, because it will catch on the silicone and the cap will pull on the hair. And if you are putting the cap on your children, oh, there's going to be a lot of drama. So it's better to prepare the hair, just wet it, pull it back, and it's just basically going to slide a little bit better on the hair. If you want to keep your hair dry, then you still could pull it back a little bit. And you see, if we, even with the pulled back hair, it's still, when you put it this way on, the hair still gets down. But here, I prefer putting the caps this way. I put my hands here. Even when I have long nails, I kind of put my fingers sideways so that the nails would not rip the cap. And I put the front part on my forehead. Can you see it? On my forehead, and then I just pull it back, and that's it. Most of the hair is out of the way, it's under the cap, and it's fine. I am good to go. If you do want to make sure that your hair is nice and dry, then you of course have to make sure that you bring it back all the way up, and that's it. That's it. That's why I prefer putting the caps on this way, not the way they're teaching me. It's just much easier. Now, this particular cap is very tight, and because of that, it does keep the water out from underneath, and it keeps the hair dry. I personally, and well, obviously my hair is not long, so I don't really need to use something like this. I personally cannot use it for too long because my head starts hurting 20 minutes after I use it. Now, if I am outside in cold weather and it is windy, then I do prefer this particular swim cap because it is large enough to cover the ears from the wind. So it is really good at covering and protecting the head. So, and I mean, you see, I put it on right now and I'm already feeling so much tension. I'm like, oh my gosh, headache. Ah, oh. Okay. So, the a little bit lighter ones, not, I mean, I don't know if you can see it. This, I mean, you can't really see it, but some of these swim caps are a little bit softer, and I personally do prefer these ones. And once again, even the smaller ones, I put it on this way, and that's it. I'm ready to go. You see, even with my hair dry, I'm good to go, nice and fast. So there. Now, if you are taking swimming lessons, you might want to keep your ears open because you might want to hear your coaches or swimming instructors or teachers. That's a big deal in the water because obviously there's some water in your ears, and then usually in the pool there's so much splashing and yelling and screaming, and the coach has to scream, and it looks like the coach is screaming and yelling at you and then you can't hear anything, and then you ask the coach to repeat themselves, and it's just like a whole big deal. So if you are doing the swim lessons, keep your ears open at least when your teacher or a coach is talking to you. So you do have to open it up and listen to your teacher. So there, so this is a nice cup. This is my favorite one. Obviously, it is on my avatar for the channel. This one is a very interesting one. I don't know why I got it. I think I got it when I was working with Steve in open water. It would go really well with his outfit. But this one has these things, and I don't understand why. I really don't. Because I mean, this particular cap is for long hair. You see this? This is for the hair. And if we want the water to stay out, then we want a seal to be on the skin. And these things kind of break the seal. So this is so weird. I don't understand it. If you know what it is for, please let me know. Now, in terms of tightness, this is so much softer. This is so much nicer than this one. So if I were to choose a cap for me personally, if I were to choose a cap for long hair, I would definitely use this one. However, today when I tried it on and I walked around my home with this on, it was so weird because these things pressed on my skin and it left, I don't know if you can already see it, but it just left these holes. I don't know, maybe I'll keep it on for a little bit and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's talk about care. For silicone caps, you just have to dry them, pat them dry with a towel, and just, okay, so if this is the right side out, and then just turn them inside out for them to dry. When they dry on one side, turn them again to make sure that it's nice and dry. These ones last the longest, and even if you leave them in your bag for a while, and it might be covered with mold, but it will not be destroyed that easily. They do rip, but you know, just do try not to use nails when you put them on. Let's see if you can see what I'm talking about. See this? Yeah, this is so weird. Oh. Oh. By the way, I still have marks of poison ivy under my makeup, so if you were wondering what it was, that's what it is. Okie dokie. So now here's cloth caps. What are they for? Mostly they are for keeping the hair out of the water, because they do not protect the hair from the water. They do not stay on the head. They slide off all the time. And just like swimming suits, they do get destroyed in chlorinated water quite fast. The good thing about these caps is that they don't pull hair when you put them on, of course. Here. It's nice and easy. So if you have little kids who are very sensitive and who throw a tantrum about wearing something silicone, then this would be a better choice. Of course, they do not protect much from the, I mean, they don't protect ears from the water. They don't protect hair from the water. They do not stay on for that long. And this particular one, I think it's for kids. It's kid size. So it is very tight on me right now. So if I were to swim in it, it would probably give me a headache. But yeah. So if you don't really care about rubber or silicone on your skin, then this would be a better choice. Or if you're a rebel and you just don't feel like wearing swim caps, then just wear this, because in the swimming pools, they just simply don't want your hair to be in the water. So that with this cap, this is the main reason, I think, just to keep your hair out of the water, to keep the water clean. That's it. Otherwise, I don't see a point in this. If you like cloth caps, please let me know why, so that I would be able to understand. So besides making them easy for the kids to wear because they don't pull on the hair and keeping the water clean, I don't know, if you were swimming outside, then yes, it also gives you protection from the sun. You would care about these caps the same way you would care about your swimsuits, especially your polyester swimsuits. After the pool or salt water, you simply would rinse it in tap water and make sure that you do not twist it, because it will last not too long this way. You just have to squeeze the water out without any twisting and just hang it to dry. Of course, no drying machines and no washing it in hot water. There is another type of a swim cap, and it is rubber swim cap. I was looking for it today and I realized that I don't have them, and there is a reason for that. I did have them, but those ones require the most care and they get destroyed. They get ripped and they get melted. And they pull the hair like crazy. But they are probably the least expensive. So there you go. You would, if you need a swim cap and you don't have that much money, that would be your cap. If you care about your hair not being pulled out, then you probably should stay away from those. And with the rubber swim caps, you would put it on exactly the same way as you would put on the silicone caps. The only thing is that really be careful with your nails, because they rip. They do rip. Also, you with those caps, you definitely have to pat them dry on the inside and on the outside, and you cannot leave it in your bag. If it stays in your bag for a while, especially at the end of the season, it will melt. It is so weird. These caps actually messed up so many of my bags on the inside because they melted into my bags. So if you want to keep those caps going and serving you, you would need to use talc on them, right? So you would dry the cap up, make sure that it's completely dry, and then you would have to put talc on the inside and also on the outside, and that's how you would keep your rubber swim cap safe and make sure that it will last for you for a little bit longer. So that's it for swim caps. I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope that now you know which swim cap you would use. Let me know if you have any more questions, of course, by commenting under this video. Like this video if you would like to save it in your YouTube library. And if you find my videos helpful, do subscribe to my channel because I talk here about swimming and about living. Thank you very much for spending this time with me and have a good one.